Hello everyone and welcome to another Minecraft Let's Play. Today I'm gonna be... Wait. What's that? We're not doing that anymore. You sure? Okay. So it looks like I'm a couple years too late to be doing that kind of video, so I guess I'll transition into something a bit more relevant to today. More specifically, the Ontario Tech Student Experience Game Jam. Before we start, I wanted to first tell you a little story about a little game franchise and the developer responsible for its creation. We've all heard of the Super Mario Bros. Franchise and its creator and designer, Shigeru Miyamoto. There's no mistaking the identities of the long-time-standing power duo that is Mario and his brother, Other Mario. But have you ever stopped to consider how this entire franchise came to fruition? You see, growing up in the late 1950s and early 1960s, Miyamoto didn't have a TV, and video games didn't exist at the time. I know. Scary. Instead, he created his own fun, by inventing games, making model airplanes, flipbooks, and other toys. In middle school, Miyamoto loved drawing comics so much that he would even fantasize about being struck with an illness that allowed him to stay in a hospital all day making up heroes. Even though his father discouraged Miyamoto from pursuing art, his mother fostered his artistic impulses, and he grew up making puppets and putting on puppet shows for his family members. But more than anything, Miyamoto loved exploring the outdoors. He rode his bike around bamboo forests, mountains, lakes, waterfalls, and ancient castle ruins located near his hometown, environments that would later appear in Super Mario Bros. Other elements of his games were influenced by less happy memories. One such example is the chain chomp enemies, which were inspired by a scary incident Miyamoto had with a neighbor's chained-up dog when he was younger. By taking inspiration from his own childhood, Miyamoto brought to the world what is now a multi-billion-dollar franchise that is recognized across all the corners of the globe. Today, we strive to deliver our own games in hopes that they will become just as well recognized and enjoyable as those which Miyamoto brought to us. Perhaps we have our own memories to draw inspiration from, or perhaps it is the experiences themselves that encourage us to pursue our own dreams. There is no shame in wearing your influences on your sleeve as you learn. As developers, you need to understand all sorts of techniques and subtleties to make a creative work come together, and 90% of that is building on those that came before you. You learn music by playing other people's songs. You learn artistry by imitating other people's creations and techniques. You learn to make games by making other people's games. There's a certain level of competence and pride that comes from being able to recreate that moment from your past, and to realize that you possess the same capability as those developers that made your childhood memorable. It's great to revisit old games because so many people have examined them and dissected them to find their magic. Oftentimes, even the developers have written long articles about their coding struggles and triumphs. The remaining 10% is about what you can bring to the table. So you should copy other games and learn the unspoken lessons of the small details and the nuanced interactions between systems, and when you understand it, try adding your own twists. With that in mind, I would like to invite you all to join me in participating in this experience. The theme for this game jam is nostalgia. Recreate a moment from your past by choosing one of the following two paths. Recreate a game, mechanic, art piece, or music piece based on or in tribute to a video game you used to play in your youth. If successful, add on your own twists. Or, follow Miyamoto and look into your own past and create something from one of your own significant memories, whether it be good or bad.